So we've got our masks that we've created. So what we're seeing here is the 1994 mask, and that here's the 1994 classification. So again, you can see that the overall extent is the same, and then this sort of white area, this is place where basically in the mask it's a data value of 1, and outside there's a data value of 0. So what we want to do is we want to basically apply this mask to this classification image so that instead of this red in the fringe, all we have is a common area of classified data. And there's different ways to do this, but a relatively easy way to do it is to do File and then basically Save As an env file. And so the input file we want to choose is our 1994 classification. You'll see there's this little button down here that says mask, right? So if you click on this one and you choose, and the only one that should open up is the one associated with that same year, because it's only going to be the same image dimensions that can work. You say OK, OK, and then you're going to need choose, all these guys are fine, the defaults, but then we want to choose the output file name, and I'm going to adjust this, let me make this size so that we can, so I'm working here and I want to call this 1994, I'll call it masked because it as a result of this it should be masked. So this is the mask for the study area, but this new name I'm putting is the 1994 classification image that has been masked, and I'm going to say save and wait for that guy to populate and then OK, and let's see what happens. And oh, look at that. So basically what we've done is we've kind of, clipped out the outside stuff, which would be confusing because we only want to, when we do our change detection statistics, we only want to compare the same area that's been imaged in all 3 images. So we just did that for the 1994 guy, and so let's go ahead and do that for the 2011 guy, and the 2015 will be exactly the same. So again, this is one way to do it. You go to File, you go to Save As, and you choose the classification now you want to work with. This is the 2011 classification. I do want to mask it, right? I want to apply the mask that we created. I say OK, I say OK. I'm going to give it a good name here. And this time I want to call it the 2011 masked image. I'm just going to change that guy and hit save, wait for it to populate, and then say OK. And then now what should come up? All right, now we're talking. This is right, and this is why are we doing this? We're doing this so that we have a sort of an equal common area to check out our change detection statistics against. Right? If we were trying to instead work with the original classifications, right, we'd have all this extra area, and the fringes are going to come into play, right? So this is why we're doing this sort of mask application business. Okay, very good.